What's up, everybody? Back with another YouTube review. This is P Movies bringing you The Housemaid. Amanda Seyfried, Sydney Sweeney. Don't know who else is in it. I just seen them all in the trailers. I don't know who the dude is. Let me just start off by saying I know there's a book about this, and I know it's very popular. I have not read it, and I have not heard about it until like a little bit before Christmas, so a little bit out of the loop on the lore on that, but heard good things about the book at least. So really excited for this one. Another kind of horror movie. I saw The Conjuring this year, The Last Rites, and that was insane. I still think about that to this day. So I'm really excited for this. So let's watch this movie. Let's see what I think. I'll be back in a little bit. P Movies. Let's watch this movie. What's up? Couple days in advance. This is the longest I've ever taken to do a review, technically. It's taken me 2 days, but I've had a lot going on. I hope you never find out what basketball team I play for, because we just got blown out. But The Housemaid. It's 2 days, so just gonna give it a little, brief thing. This movie won't change your lives. I mean, I don't know much. It's the book, I've heard a lot of good things about the book. But right now I'm just gonna talk about the actual movie, and let's start with something that kind of makes these weird psychological thrillers. I thought it was gonna be more horror. First of all, I thought it was going to be more like horror, but it was more of like a psychological thriller, and I like that a lot more. I like those kind of things a lot more. So I was pretty pleased with what I got. I honestly expected worse. And I was happy with what I got. Sorry, I should probably do this while not driving, but it kind of just helps me cure the boredom a little bit. But now let's go back to what I was talking about. Sorry, their performances. I thought Amanda Seyfried was great. I mean, she is one of my favorites. I love her. She has such a great voice, and she commands the screen whenever she's in there. I wish she was in more. If you've ever heard her play the dulcimer, I hope she plays Joni Mitchell in her own biopic. She is awesome. Great voice. Les Mis, Mamma Mia, Ted 2. She's funny too. She actually is funny. I am a huge fan of her. Huge fan. I wish she was in more stuff. But anyways, Sydney Sweeney. So I have a little bit of a thing with her, and everyone just talks about her looks. I'm just a little thing that I don't really like about her. I don't think she talks like a real person a lot of the time. And in this case-by-case thing, this is, it's book dialogue, so a lot of it is probably from the book or very comparable to the book. And, I just don't think she talks like a human talks. Like, even in a little bit of the stuff she's in, like Anything But You, I don't really think that she just I don't think she really interacts like a person. And that might sound a little weird, but I will say she was better in this movie than she has been in other projects. So I will say I did like her more than I expected to in this movie. I thought she showed, whenever she was frazzled or angry or screaming or something, I thought she was good. I actually thought she was, and I thought she played her role pretty well. It's just I didn't think that her, with just in her interactions with the husband, I just didn't think they had a lot of chemistry. I just didn't think they had it. And then, kind of towards the end, you kind of saw it a little bit, but I didn't think it was a great little story that they had going on. The dude, I think his name is Brandon something, he was in Drop. I just found out. He was fine. He's fine. He's just kind of did his role well, I guess, for what the story. He wasn't anything special, really. Good looking dude. I guess he was good at that. I don't have my earphones. I don't know what you're doing this, but I guess he was good at just being a conventionally. The words from a person who's seen the movies, just a conventionally attractive dude, and yeah, he was. So, I'm a guy. People look good. You gotta give credit where credit's due. So, but yeah, so performances were pretty good. Let's talk a little bit about the story. So actually, I'm kind of not going to talk about the story because I don't really want to spoil anything. There's some good twists and there's some good turns, but I really just want to say that this movie's pretty good. I guess you could call it pretty dumb. Like there's a lot of stuff that's just like, all right, what are we doing here? But there's a lot of good things about this movie. I mean, Amanda Seyfried is just awesome. I'm just such a huge fan. She made the movie for me. But there's a lot of aspects of it that are just that. I know this movie's supposed to be weird, but it's one of those things where it's just like, all right, these people just aren't real. They're just not real. So that's a little bit of a peeve of mine, but this movie won't change your life by any means, but I think it's a pretty good one to end the year on. This is the last movie that I watched in theaters. Not a bad one to get kind of the ending on, but I don't think this will change any. Freaking hate Houston, but I don't think this will change any of your lives. So, without further ado, P Movies gives The Housemaid a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 for The Housemaid. Good little psychological thriller. Had me kind of a little bit on the edge of my seat. I didn't really know where it was going to go. I like that about those kind of movies. A little bit of twists, little bit of turns, keep me on edge. Soundtrack good, performance is pretty good. It kind of had a lot of things working for it. Star power. So very happy with this entry. I recommend it. Go see it in theaters. I'm a big in theaters guy, as you know me. I intend on seeing a lot more movies in theaters in 2026 because I did just get Regal Plus Unlimited, and I live in Houston and don't really have many friends here besides my teammates. So that is the formula for a lot more YouTube videos. Content, baby. Content. You tried to keep me away. I got like 0 views on my last video. Fuck it. So if you stayed till the end, if you even watched this video, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next year.